Previously on Bench Dogs.
Today I am training Peter to be a door installer. Peter, do you know the answer to that question?
Yes, I do. I should be able to drag it right across. This cut is important, but it's not rocket science.
Okay, this is day 3. Look at those beautiful doors that Peter did. Very nice work, buddy. And right now we're going to work side by side on these two doors over here. You'll work over on this area, I'll work over here. We're going to knock this sucker out.
Okay, first thing we need to do is determine the size and shape of this door. So, we measure the width in 4 places. Top is right on at 30. 30 and 3/16, 30 and 3/8, 30 and a quarter. So it's obviously getting wider at the bottoms. You check the square of the door. This door is pretty square. So what that tells me is that we can leave the door as is without cutting anything. And when we mount it, it's likely to rub at the top only. And we will be able to shave it in place. Now let's check the length, and we're at 80 and a quarter. So this is great. We don't have to touch the length of the door. What do you think of that, Brucey? Oh.
Pete, you didn't do bad, okay? But I neglected to mention that you have to do those measurements in a certain order.
So I'm actually right,
Round corner.
but I actually arrived at it erroneously.
You came up with the right solution.
So I just got lucky on this one.
You got lucky on this one. It's fantastic.
Hey.
This jam looks to be in pretty good condition. Let's see if I can get a better picture here. Yeah, pretty good condition, all things considered.
So, where do you want this?
Stick it where the sun don't shine.
I like it, but not that much.
No, I mean, we don't want it in the sun. He doesn't get it. We don't want it sitting in the sun. Stick it where the sun isn't shining.
Oh, I wonder if I put it where the sun don't shine.
I like you, but not that much.
Bend over.
All right. It's day 4, and we finished almost all of it yesterday. But we had one more door to do, and we didn't have the door. So I made it. And we're going to look at it right now. Witness, 3-foot door turned into 2-foot door.
Why don't you just go buy a 2-foot door?
2-foot solid core slabs are not available virtually anywhere. You have to order it. Either I wait to get paid, or I make a door, put it up, and get paid right away. Which do you think I chose? Yeah, doors have 2 spines, and they go from very top to very bottom. And when I cut this door narrow, I cut the spine off. So I needed to hollow out an area and drop this in, glue it in place. And then we're just gonna plane the top, put a little bevel on the edges, and we're ready to hang. Well, while it's hard to see all of the doors that we've done, I can pan. Going over there. I come over to the other building. And these guys? These are Peter's. Very nice job, Peter. Actually, I think Peter did all 4 of these.
So someday I can go to the site and see this?
Oh, this you'll have to pay for.
Ah!
Okay, time for an anatomy lesson, kids. The anatomy of a solid core door. Solid core does not mean solid wood. The typical solid core door is made up of 1-inch thickness of solid softwood, usually Doug fir or pine, particle board core, masonite surface, And the top and bottom are usually solid wood and are usually about 2 inches thick so that you can cut the door short as you need to. Don't get it wet. This stuff will soak water up like a sponge, and you can see clearly what happens. It swells and it pushes everything apart, and then your door needs to be thrown away. Don't get it wet.
Bruce is going to show us what happened and why something like this might happen.
I have no idea why something like this might happen. It's usually water. We've completely lost our bottom rail, and all that's left is particle board. Which, if you remember the door overview, solid doors do not mean solid wood. Right. Solid doors do not mean solid wood! This whole thing is glued together. And when this much damage occurs, the glue fails, everything falls apart. And the door that I made in the shop is the one that's going to go here.
And joined by a special guest today, Mr. Bo Bridges himself.
The makeup people have done a great job with me today.
Bo, can you really play the piano? I loved you in the Baker Boys.
The Paper Boys?
The Baker Boys.
The Paper Boys was one of my great films, yes.
Fabulous Baker Boys.
I really can't
You
cook.
and Jeff.
I think you must be mistaken.
All right.
Oh, you think we
We got a new cast member.
All right, so we're going to put that new sill in.
As Pete knows, a large amount of door installation time will be spent in maneuvering the door around in tight locations. Does pretty well in this one.
Alrighty, Pete is done with this sill and the door. This formerly 36-inch door that we've turned down to 24. Everything looks good. You know, when we're done, we have to throw away the doors, and they're too long to go into the dumpster. We have to cut them. Or that usually works very well too.
Remember what Bruce said, solid core does not mean solid wood. Let the pigeons